So welcome here. You would know that there are bathrooms available, but because you are scientists, I'm not going to tell you where the bathrooms are. You can do the research and see if you can find them later on. So I'm now going to invite you to watch the screen as we remind you why we are here this evening.
Tonight, we honor and celebrate their achievements, their tireless search for new meaning and new solutions in the disciplines of the natural and social sciences and the humanities. Tonight, we pay tribute to the nominees and the winners of the National Research Foundation Awards for 2018. Welcome to the future.
Let me invite the chairperson of the NRF board, Professor Loyiso Nongxa, to this.
It is no overstatement to say that the NRF is consequential to our ability as a country to achieve a positive future founded on shared benefits from science, technology, and innovation.
Right, so let's get our show on the road. I'm going to call Mrs. Mpho Letlape together with Dr. Peter Clayton to the stage to assist us with the first set of awards. Right, so our first category is the Research Excellence Award for Next Generation Researchers. So this year we have two awardees. The first one, Mrs. Natalie Benjamin Damons from the University of the Witwatersrand. Well done to Natalie. The second recipient is Mr. Edward Netherlands from Northwest University. Moving along swiftly, our next category is the Research Excellence Award for Early Career or Emerging Researchers. The first recipient for 2018 is Professor Tricia Naiker from the University of KwaZulu-Natal. The second recipient for 2018 is Dr. Mohlopeni Marakalala from the University of Cape Town. P-rated researchers for 2018. A P rating is assigned to researchers normally under the age of 35 who have held a doctorate or equivalent qualification for less than 5 years at the time of application. So this year, in the P-rated category, the award goes to
So in general, oceanographers study the physics, the chemistry, and the biology of the sea with the goal of trying to understand how the ocean works and also how the ocean is changing. And I'm a biogeochemical oceanographer, so I'm interested in understanding the chemistry of the ocean, so particularly how our climate affects the chemistry.
Our second recipient for 2018 is...
As an ecologist, I'm interested in how ecosystems function, and there are many subdisciplines in ecology, but they're all focused on understanding how organisms relate to the environment. Approaches range from using DNA data to satellite-derived data products, so I work mostly...
Awardee number 3 for 2018.
Petrology is a branch of geology that studies rocks and the condition under which they form. I focus on the chemistry and texture of igneous rocks, which form from the solidification of lava. My research is based on detailed geochemical analyses.
And then our final P-rated scientist for 2018 is...
So my specific research focus looks at the influence of public law ideas, including constitutional rights and human rights, on traditional private law. Traditional private law regulates the relationships between so-called private individuals, like natural people, like you and me.
So let me call to the stage Professor Mala Singh together with Professor Tiniko Maluleke. Are you ready? Good. So the Excellence in Science Engagement Award. So this year, the Excellence in Science Engagement Award goes to Dr. Rihanna Malchas Inus from Stellenbosch University. Our next category is the Champion of Research Capacity Development and Transformation at South African Higher Education Institutions. This award acknowledges an individual for their contributions to the transformation of South Africa's science community and landscape. The aim of the award is to encourage and promote this activity across the South African research community.
So my field of expertise over the last 25 years has been in the field of wastewater treatment, bioremediation, and wastewater reuse and beneficiation. And my training has been in the field of environmental biotechnology. My research focus has been in the field of microbial contribution to wastewater treatment processes.
Our next category for 2018 is the Hamilton Naki Award, named after the self-taught surgeon who trained generations of medical students in surgical techniques. The Hamilton Naki Award honors individuals for achieving world-class research performance despite considerable challenges. So this year, the award goes to...
I tend to be more of an ecologist, and that is looking at how plants relate to the environment they're living in. So I'm more interested in where plants are living and why they're living there. I'm specifically a savanna ecologist, and my main area of interest is trying to understand the interactions between trees and grasses within savanna, because these are the major life forms in savannas.
We are moving along. Our next category is what is known as the NRF Acceleration Award. So I'm going to call Dr. Gansen Pillay and Ms. Claire Bussetti to assist with this category, please. The Acceleration Award for 2018 goes to Durban University of Technology. I call on Professor Tandwa Sizwe Mtembu, Vice Chancellor and Principal, to receive the award. So let's do this, right? So the A-rated researchers, before I start by introducing it, let me call Ms. Lindiwe Maseko together with Professor Loiso Nong to the stage, please to assist with this category. So A-rated researchers are recognized by their peers as leading international scholars in their respective fields for the high quality and impact of recent research outputs. Acquiring an NRF rating generates considerable acknowledgement and respect for the individual researchers as well as their institutions. Right, so the highlight of our evening, of course, is the Lifetime Achievement Award. So this accolade is awarded to individuals considered to have made extraordinary contributions of international standard and impact to the development of science in and for South Africa over an extended period of time, and for the manner in which their work has touched and shaped the lives and views of many South Africans. So I'm going to invite to the stage the CEO of the NRF, Dr. Molapo Mobela, Mobela, to make the announcement and to introduce you to the recipient for 2018. Dr. Q, the floor is yours.
This year, I have the privilege of announcing that the National Research Foundation Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Dr. Bernie van Rooyen. I'm going to now ask Dr. Rob Adam, a good friend of all of us, Bernie and myself included, to come and read the citation in recognition of Bernie.
Scientific curiosity, commitment to social justice, and turning challenges into opportunities. These are the virtues that define the NRF 2018 Lifetime Achievement Awardee, Dr. Bernard van Rooyen.
Thank you, Dr. Adam. And for those of you who do not know the Bernie story, I invite you now to watch the screen.
I've been motivated by two things. One is scientific curiosity, and the other one is a desire to see social justice. And I learned both of these things from my parents. Over the years, I've been lucky to be able to work on projects which have allowed me to make some contribution in both of those areas. Besides being able to marry Wendy, the three things which stand out for me in my working life are, first of all, my contribution to building non-racial trade unions in South Africa in the 1970s and 80s. Secondly, being able to lead the drafting of the Firearm Control Act and seeing it through Parliament in the year 2000. And thirdly, working on South Africa's successful bid to site the Square Kilometre Array Radio Telescope in Southern Africa. I want to congratulate Molapo and his team on developing towards a strategic research agenda for the NRF. I think it's a very important and very necessary step forward, and they have my full support for what they're doing.
And this is an auspicious occasion where we take a moment to honor South African research excellence. And we do so with great pride and do so as part of this larger continent of ours.
It's now my pleasure to invite to the podium the Group Executive Science Engagement and Corporate Relations, Dr. Beverly Damons, to do the vote of thanks and some closing remarks.
The quest for advancing science for societal benefit really lies at the heart of the NRF mandate, and it is made possible and made visible, really, through the work of the awardees recognized here tonight. To our sponsors, Elsevier, Clarivet Analytics, and Sabinet, thank you for your generosity and your continuing support.
Guys, enjoy the evening. Thank you for being here, and congratulations to everybody.
What was more impressive was the young achievers, scientists. So it shows that what the NDP seeks to advance in relation to science, in relation to growing our economy, in relation to the importance of research and development, we are on the right path. I'm optimistic because I've seen how the president and the deputy president have embraced science and technology. They've shown interest, and I believe that if the highest office in the land is interested in science and technology, we'll definitely go far as a country.
It was phenomenal. It's inspirational. It gives one the sense of pride that not only can we do it in Southern Africa, we can do it in Africa. We're going to turn things around. We are going to use our knowledge, our research base, our scholars to make a real difference.
The evening was really nice. It's always nice to see these young people who are the emerging researchers, becoming A-rated researchers. You know, when you listen to what they're doing and you listen to the really exciting science they're doing and how well they're doing, you have great hope for this country. So I enjoy an event like this. It's great.
I really enjoy the evening because it's such a celebration of science, but in this case, really looking at science that's making a difference. Our country is so in need of excellent scientists. And I think we need to celebrate them. We need to acknowledge them. We need to acknowledge the great work that it takes to get to the level of excellence that is celebrated at the NRF Awards. But knowing that that science really is going to impact on lives, on our country, on various areas that the research is linked to, that is what research must be about.
So it's I don't know. I'm still in all over the place. I'm still kind of, I don't know. I don't know whether it's me, it's not me, or I'm in a state of shock, really.
Well, the evening was just something that I think you never forget, and will, for the rest of your career, look back at this day and this evening and just think that, is this where it all started? And looking at the other awards, and learning and looking up to them and being motivated by what they've achieved and how they humbly look down at the younger researchers and are so excited for what may be and what lies ahead for us and for a nation and for all the young researchers. I think that's something to look forward to.
And so I love to be here and see my colleagues getting their A ratings and their P ratings and their achievement awards. And for me, it's a very special time. My kids were all excited again, even though I've been here before. My husband was excited, and I'm excited.
I loved the evening. It was just great to be amongst so many very gifted, talented, hard-working researchers from across South Africa. As you can tell from my accent, I'm not South African. I'm British, of Caribbean roots, but I had links with UNISA for a number of years now, where I'm an extraordinary professor and a researcher. And so it's been a real honour to be able to come here and to be part of such a fabulous evening.
The evening was dazzling. It was really an honour to be here, and I'm really blessed to be recognised for my work.
I enjoyed it greatly. It was really inspiring to meet and to learn from colleagues and professors in different fields, to get outside of the bubble of law, and I've been inspired to go forward from here.
It was a great evening, very inspiring to hear all the kinds of different research and the quality of research that's happening around the country and the impact of that research on our society. Very, very inspiring, and wonderful colleagues, wonderful messages, very optimistic for the country.
I think the evening was spectacular. It's a wonderful affirmation of the science and work being done by South African researchers, and we often underrate what we do in this country. And I think the NRF, really grateful to the NRF for this evening, and recognizing the very impactful research being done in this country, not only for South Africa and Africa, but also for the world.
The evening was amazing. It was inspiring. It was just so motivating. Delighted to be here.